Okay, so with this, I've attached some pictures of the same worksheet. So real quick, let me go through and explain so that way you guys will know what this is. This is the new section. We just tested and finished up functions, and we're going to move on into exponents and patterns and rules that apply to exponents. So let's look. You know that the big 2 here is called the base. The small 2 is called the exponent. So this is in expanded form, 2 to the second power, that's what this is, times 2 to the third power, 2 cubed, that's what this is, okay? Whenever you write this out, this is called expanded form. The 2 squared looks like this, that's where that came from. The 2 cubed looks like this. So for exponential form, how many 2's do you have? Let's write this using exponents. The 2 is the base. The small number is the exponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are 5 of them. So 2 to the 5th power would be your answer. Let's look at number 2. 3 to the 4th power would look like this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And you'll have to write this out kind of on your own paper. The second term is 3 squared. It would look like this. But since I'm taking this and I'm multiplying all of that in expanded form, that's what it looks like. So then for exponential form, how many 3's did I use to multiply? It will be 3 to the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th power. And I want you to continue that same process down each one of these, okay? And then see, at the end it says, see if you can figure out the rule. How did you figure out how to write this based on what you see here, okay? So just continue down your own paper, writing each one of those for me. Now, the next sheet, it'll say exponents raised to an exponent. Sometimes we call this power to a power, okay? So if we take a look at how this is broken down, you have 2 cubed raised to the second power, okay? So what this is you have 2 cubes. There's a 2 cubed, there's a 2 cubed, there's 2 of them. So that makes sense, there's 2 of these. And then to further break those down, 2 to the third power means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 to the third power again means 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, I'm just taking these and breaking them apart. So this would be 2 to the what power? We add up, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That breaks down into 2 to the 6th power. Down here, let's look. You have 3 2 squareds. So there's 3 of them. So there's a 2 squared, another 2 squared, and another 2 squared. That's how I break that down. There's 3 of those. So there they are. And now I'm going to further break those apart. 2 squared would break into 2 times 2. This 2 squared is still 2 times 2. And this 2 squared is still 2 times 2. So now, how did that break down? 2 to the what power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 10 to the 6th power. And so I want you to continue these. Down here, you're going to have 2 squared, and there's 4 of them. So fill those out on your own paper. And then see what you come up with down here in the exponential form, and then see if you can actually figure out a rule, okay, a different way of doing it to come up with 6 as your exponent. Pay attention to your exponents here and see what you can come up with. And then there's one more rule that we want to talk about, and that's dividing numbers with exponents, okay? This is another picture that we will be attaching. 2 to the 5th power divided by 2 squared. It can be written like this, or it can be written top to bottom, like this. It's the same problem, just written differently. So in expanded form, 2 to the 5th power, you've got 5 2's up here. 2 squared, you have 2 of them down here. Okay? And you know from math class back probably, who knows, 4th, 5th grade, that when a number, the same exact number is over top of the other number in a fraction, it just equals 1. So really, some of these 2's cancel out. So that 2 is going to cancel out, and this 2 is going to cancel out. So what does that leave? 2 to the 3rd power. Okay, because any number over top of itself really just equals 1. So really I've got 2 times 2 times 2. Let's look at another one. Either way you can look at it. 4 to the 6th power divided by 4 squared. Okay, top of the bottom. If there's 6 fours, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 2 4's here. So there's writing it in expanded form. And then cancel things out. 4 over 4, 4 over 4. leaves 4 to the what power? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 4th power. So I want you to continue that same process down this column again on your own paper, and then try to come up with a rule for dividing numbers. Again, paying attention to your exponents. See if you can come up with a quicker way instead of having to write all this out. See what you think. Okay? And so you practice those. When we get back together in class, we will be completing a foldable that has all kinds of different rules. So hopefully we'll get to that soon. But I want you to practice these few problems and see what you can come up with in terms of rules. Okay? See you guys.